Very good. And 3, 2, 1.
Alright, you guys, welcome back to Cook With Me. Today I got a student of mine, Eric, and today we're going to talk about breaking down a whole chicken. Okay, so Eric, what is the first step of breaking down a chicken?
Alright, so you're going to cut down through the spine and pull out the folds.
Pull out the folds.
So that you can
Alright, what he's trying to say is what you want to do is you're going to turn the chicken onto its front side, lay it on the cutting board. You're going to take a knife and run it all the way down the spine. You want to expose the spine. So what he meant by folds, he's talking about pulling the skin back. So just using your knife, just kind of gently draw lines and kind of pull back just the skin on the back so you can see the spine. Alright, so Eric, what do we want to cut around here? What's in the back here?
We want to cut around the oysters.
Okay, so there's something called oysters. It's just part of the muscle of the chicken. You can kind of see them. They're right around this area. So we're going to just kind of carve around it with our knife. And they call them oysters because of the shape. They just look like little oysters. It's the most tender part, really moist and juicy part of the chicken. So we'll cut around that. So I'm going to get started, and then I'm going to have Eric carry through. So now that we've got the spine exposed, you can see the spine there coming down the back. We're going to sit him up. And now angling the knife down into the carcass, just kind of cut along each side of the spine. Nice clean cuts. Cut the other side. And now we have the spine out. And usually something like this, you don't want to throw it away. You could roast it, turn it into a chicken stock or something like that. So we'll just put that to the side for right now. We're not going to throw it out. Alright, so now next you guys can see we have all the inside of the chicken here. What you want to try to do is remove as much bones and cartilage out of the center. So we're just going to take the heel of our knife, kind of just crack each side until it's loose. Open it up. Now you got to get in there with your hands a little bit to get all these little bones out of here. Alright, so we got this loose. Now you can see there's a little bit of skin just kind of holding the inside in here. A little bit of cartilage. So we're going to use our knife, cut along the sides. And that's going to help us remove this sternum. This would be like the center of your chest right here. So we're taking this out. Just using your fingers, kind of pull it down the sides, release all the meat. Pull it out from the top. Again, just using your fingers. There's a tendon right here at the top. You want to sever that. It's going to be a lot easier to pull it out. Try to get it out in one piece if you can. And there we go. So one piece done. Alright, next part. You want to make sure that you've got the wishbone out of the way, or the chicken's collarbone. So we'll just pull that out, again using your hands to make sure that you can feel where the bone is. Use a knife to kind of shave back the meat. You want to try to keep as much meat off of the bone as you can so you're not losing anything. So just kind of get in there, expose the bone. Now, people have different ways of doing this. Some people start from the breast side of the chicken and work their way around. Some ways are faster than others, some ways are more accurate. So this is the way I was taught, and so this is the way I teach my students to do it. So we pull out the collarbone or wishbone. You can see it here, it's in two pieces. That's what it would have been right there. So that's out on the side. Alright, so now Eric, I got everything cleared out for you, clear path. What you're going to do now is you're going to slice that chicken in half so you have two halves. Alright, splits it right down the middle. Okay, now we're going to turn them over. And now it's probably starting to look more familiar. It looks like just a half chicken you buy in the grocery store, or something you might order at a restaurant. So next what you want to do is you want to make sure you have good skin coverage on the breast and the thigh and the leg. So kind of just using your hands, pull the skin down around the chicken. Kind of draw a line in between the thigh and the leg and the breast. And then you're going to go ahead and cut through there. All right, awesome. So ultimately what you're trying to do is you're gonna end up with 8 pieces. So that's 4 pieces of each half of the chicken, which is gonna equal 8. So now, if you look at it, we've got 2. We've got the leg and the thigh, and we've got the breast and the wing. All right, so from this section, we want to separate the drumstick from the thigh. So you want to see where it bends, and that's right around where the knee would be. Now you want to do your best to cut through the actual cartilage, cut through the joint, not cut through the bone. Cutting through the bone, for one, you're going to maybe dab into your knife, and 2, when you start to cook it, that bone marrow is going to compress, it's going to push blood out, and so when you're cooking it, it's not going to look that nice. So like I said, just kind of figure out where it bends. Use your fingers to feel where that joint is, and then do your best with the knife just to kind of get it one clean cut right through. It should be white when you're done. It should not be red. So this looks about right. So now we've got in total 3 pieces. Eric, show us how to detach the wing from the breast.
So you'll want to find the joint again. Bring it around it. Go around, find the joint, and cut through.
It's similar to what your shoulder would be. So just finding where it attaches, cutting through the ligaments so you get a nice clean cut. It takes a little bit of practice to kind of figure out exactly where you should be cutting, but with practice, people get this done in just a few minutes. You know, there's benefits of buying whole chicken, different applications. If you're going to do chicken soup, you got the bones left over to do the stock with. If you want to do hot wings, you got hot wings here. Chicken breast for sandwiches. Maybe thighs for grilling. So, you know, you really could use the whole chicken. Some people prefer dark meat, white meat. So it's a good skill to have to be able to break it down completely. All right, so there you go. He got the wing off pretty easy. So there we got our wing. Now we've got the breast, leg, and thigh. And you would want to repeat the same steps on the other half. So nice and simple. Thank you again for stopping by. This is Cook With Me, Chef Leece, and this is Eric. Thank you very much.